Pluto didn't change. Our understanding did. Far beyond Neptune, Pluto moves quietly through space.
Early astronomers tracked lights moving across the stars.
Pluto hasn't moved closer or farther away.
For centuries, humans tried to understand the sky.
What changed was our understanding.
The word planet meant something that wandered.
If it orbited the sun, it was a planet.
Then, in 1801, everything changed.
That simple idea worked for a long time. But it felt different from other planets.
At first, Ceres was called a planet. Astronomers discovered a new object called Ceres.
Look at that. I think we just found a new exoplanet.
Ceres was far smaller than expected. Scientists needed a new category. Suddenly, planets numbered in the thousands.
It was a warning few remembered later.
These objects became known as asteroids.
Ceres lost its status as a planet.
Then Neptune was discovered, making 8.
Yet something still felt missing.
Astronomers noticed strange gravitational movements. They suspected another hidden planet. The search for Planet X began. Years passed with no success. His name was Clyde Tombaugh. At Lowell Observatory, the hunt continued.
A young astronomer joined the search.
One tiny dot moved against the stars. The movement was real. A new world had been found.
It was the year 1930.
Pluto became the 9th planet. Yet Pluto seemed unusually small.
quiet doubts began to form.
The discovery was celebrated worldwide.
Early measurements were wildly inaccurate.
As years passed, Pluto kept getting smaller.
Better tools brought better measurements. It was mostly ice and rock.
Pluto's orbit was strange and tilted.
Pluto was smaller than Earth's moon.
Sometimes, Pluto even crossed Neptune's path. Some elderly scientists felt uncomfortable. Then came the year 1978.
Astronomers discovered Pluto's moon, Charon.
Charon was unusually large compared to Pluto.
They orbited a shared center of gravity.
This behavior didn't feel planet-like.
More icy worlds were being found.
This region became known as the Kuiper Belt. They lived far beyond Neptune.
Pluto was no longer alone.
It was part of a larger population. It felt strangely familiar. It echoed the story of Eris. Pluto's status was in trouble. Its name was Eris. Eris looked remarkably like Pluto.
In some ways, it was even bigger.
If Pluto was a planet, what was Eris?
It doesn't fit the criteria, Professor.
But the public still sees it as one.
Then came another discovery. Its name was Eris. Eris looked remarkably like Pluto. In some ways, it was even bigger. And there were many more like them. The problem of Eris had returned.
If Pluto was a planet, what was Eris?
Astronomers had to decide.
The International Astronomical Union met.
First, a planet must orbit the sun. They rewrote the definition of a planet. Second, it must be round. Third, it must clear its neighborhood. Pluto passed the first two rules. But the final rule was different. Pluto shared its space with many others.
Pluto was given a new category.
The vote was cast.
Not everyone agreed.
It was called a dwarf planet.
We are getting confirmation that the structure on the moon is not a natural phenomenon. I repeat, it is artificial.
Students had to relearn the solar system.
People felt emotionally attached to Pluto.
Some proposed changing the definition again.
That would create hundreds of planets.
Pluto itself never changed.
It remained a fascinating world. Science chose clarity over emotion. A spacecraft later revealed its true beauty. Its importance was never about labels.
Pluto turned out to be complex and alive.
Science corrects itself over time.
Knowledge evolves with discovery.
Pluto taught us how science works.
It still orbits the sun. Still real. Still extraordinary.
Perspective changes how we see things.
Was Pluto ever really the problem?
Pluto didn't change. We did.